Hi everyone, my name is Sam Wilson and I wanted to share with you today a story about running and the pelvic floor. A couple of weeks ago, two of my friends decided that they were going to run a half marathon. So they've been training for quite a long time, and both of them have actually been running for a while. So before having children and things like that. So anyway, one of them told me a story about their training and how they both had to wear tenor ladies before running and during to make sure that they felt comfortable enough to go out running. Now, already that's ringing alarm bells to me as somebody who kind of actively promotes, pelvic floor awareness and health. Now, halfway through, one of the friends had to dispose of the tenor lady, and because it was absolutely soaked, and she had to then dispose of this halfway through and then carry on running. Now, she'd been to the GP about this problem, and the GP had actually just told her to keep running. So this video is really for me to just talk to you about how we really need to discuss this problem. This is a problem that affects lots and lots of women, whether you've had children or not, particularly if you're a little bit older. If you're overweight as well, it can affect you. We really need to talk about this stuff. This is not normal. It is not normal to wet yourself when you're running. It's not normal to be frightened to jump. If you're in a fitness session and the instructor tells you that you need to do a star jump or a box jump, it's not normal that you expect to experience leakage during that time. It's also not normal for you to have to wear a tenor lady when you do your marathon or half marathon training. Okay, so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you are experiencing these problems when running, stop. Go to your GP, get referred to your women's health physio, get yourself sorted out before you even think about running. A lot of people, a lot of women do run because they think that it is the kind of holy grail of exercise and you must run to get thin. I've done it in the past. I certainly don't do it anymore. If I want to run, I'll go out in short bursts and do it that way. I don't particularly like long runs. I'm not really built for that. Sprint training for me is probably the most effective. And if you can do sprint running and sprint training, then do it. If you can do that without experiencing any pelvic floor dysfunction, then do that type of training. Change the way you train. Think about the way you train. We really do need to make sure that we look after our bodies. And it's one thing to kind of hammer yourself when you're young and then get to a point where you think your knees start to hurt and your hips. And I see so many people that have problems with their bodies because of the mileage that they've put in over the years. Your body is not really designed for that. That said, I know that there is, for some people, there's nothing like a good run, and I get that. I know that it's accessible. You can get outside, get your vitamin D, get the sunshine, and sometimes it's easy for mums to do. You can just quickly nip out for half an hour, and that's great. But what I'm saying is that if you do have this dysfunction, just go and get it checked out. It's not healthy to have this. It's not normal, so please do go and get yourself checked out if you have any sorts of these problems. And think about different ways of training. There are so many different ways that are effective, such as if you can do it under control, then you can lift weight. If you're able to do a little bit of sprint training without any problems, then do that. There are ways to intensify exercise without having to do your star jumps or your box jumps and stuff like that. Which I do, and I know other people do. But if you have an issue, then please don't just keep going. Don't run your way through it. You really do have to get that sorted out. So anyway, I wanted to just share that story with you, that it really isn't normal for people to have to wear a tenor lady when they run to make sure that they aren't going to experience any problems. If you are experiencing any problems or anything like that, feel free to get in touch, and then obviously I can refer you back to your GP or your women's health physio as appropriate. Do get in touch with any questions, but for now that's me. I'm going to start practicing more of these video or vlogs as they're called, and I hope to see you all soon. Keep in touch. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon. Bye.